Black Clover back with that greatness, baby. Episodes 113 and 114, but in particular more so 114. I just gotta throw that in there. We just got onslaughts of battle after battle. I forgot how epic this shit was in the manga and the anime, taking it to the next level. We got Mereoleona versus Vetto. We got Charmy versus Real. We got Noelle versus Fana. We got Mimosa is in the episode. I don't care what she's doing. We got Mimosa and Asta, like, shit is real. Oh, and Yuno's doing some shit too. Like, let's talk about it, baby. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. So the latest few episodes of Black Clover, especially episode 114, shit is going down, and Charmy's true power finally showed it. I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, very reminiscent in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Even the little bit of the backstory that we got, and I always like to look back again because shonens usually they borrow from their predecessors, whether it's you want to say it's copying or whatever. But what I got from Charmy's transformation and then getting more info about her parents, that she's half dwarf, half human, or whatever the case may be, kind of reminded me of like a mixture of Toshiro Hitsugaya meets Komomoro from Bleach. I don't know, that was just the vibe. Maybe I am totally off here with that assessment, but that was just kind of the vibe I got, like with the Komomoro situation of like the wolf thing, you know, the dog thing, whatever. And then like when Hitsugaya turned into like a big ass adult, that's what I got with the Charmy fight. But man, Charmy going in, I freaking loved it. I love seeing these side characters. That's one of the best things about Black Clover. Side characters get love too. It's not just about like, oh, Asta and Yuno, which I'm not trying to throw shade at, like, you know, Dragon Ball or Naruto or any of the series that do it, but Black Clover don't do that shit. We get some really epic shit. So for starters, let's talk a little bit about, let's jump to the Noelle versus Fana, because Fana is interesting to see her back again. I can't remember what arc, was it the Diamond Kingdom the last time? I can't remember which part it was where we last seen, I think it was after the Diamond Kingdom, where we seen Fana, but she's returned again, possessed by the elf power and all of that stuff, and she's going up against Noelle. They could have done the art and animation for that part a bit better. I mean, the still frames was alright. It was regular animation, but it's just dope to see Noelle, like, she just learned this power not that long ago, you know, maxed up version of her armor and all of that shit, and then now she's going up against Fana, which, I mean, it just shows her advancement. It shows how strong Noelle's gotten up until this point, and that's a fucking dope thing, because like Noelle, I continue to say it, she's a better version of Sakura Haru. No, I know the Sakura fandom hates me for it, and I don't give a shit, Noelle! Then Mereoleona versus Vetto. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. The art and animation was really dope on it too. I seen some scenes that look Sakuga style, which I always appreciate Sakuga. That's basically when one person draws the whole damn scene or the whole damn episode, whatever. It was Sakuga style, and Mereoleona, what can you say? The backstory that we got with her and Fuegoleon as children, I really appreciated that. First of all, it looked great. It was awesome. But then also finding out a little bit of, like, again, taking tropes from different series, different things we've seen before, and kind of mixing them up. In the past, Fuegoleon was the one that really wanted to be like, you know, I want to be basically a captain, and, you know, he's training and going really hard. But Mereoleona, first of all, she'd go play with a dog and chase a dog instead of training because she was naturally gifted. And also, she didn't really care about, like, when she got a little older, I don't care about being no captain. Like, I want to travel around. So it kind of gives me a mix of like a Tsunade and Jiraiya, but flipping the roles. Like, what if Tsunade was the one that just wanted to, you know, travel the world, and which kind of, now that I think about it, Tsunade didn't really want to be Hokage either. Like, But either way, love the backstory, seeing that the last time she had a battle of this scale that she's having right now with this young version of Vetto was against Fuegoleon, and it shows that both of them are very capable, and Mereoleona is pretty damn capable of being, you know, the captain and continuing and remaining. I'm curious to see where this is all going to go, because now that Fuegoleon has awoken, is he going to replace his sister and take, you know, reprise his role as captain? Is Mereoleona going to even want to be captain anymore? So there's a lot of questions that are raised with Fuegoleon being awake, but just seeing Fuegoleon going in, he's fighting the new captain of the Purple Orca, the one that took control, or took the role after the last dude that got caught or whatever. That one was I'm not really that all excited about, like, Fuegoleon fighting this dude. I mean, I guess it's, if you think about it, he's fighting a captain fighting a captain, but you know Fuegoleon just woke up. It's not like they're gonna, yes, you just woke up, good sir, we're gonna give you an L, motherfucker. Like, of course they're gonna give him the win. So I mean, it was cool the way it went back and forth with them going to the flashback, and I wish we would have seen like a full-blown full fight of like what happened between Fergoleon and Mereoleona, but nonetheless, Mereoleona, amazing. I loved it. Like, definitely way better than the, even though again it was cool to see Fergoleon back, don't get it wrong, I'm not dissing him, but I'm a Mereoleona fan, and I love that natural talent that she got. She was just whipping ass. Yo, Vetto, you came back to life, and you came back for another taste of an ass whipping, fam. Let's go. Then we got a slice of that Mimosa greatness. No, she wasn't doing too much of the episode, but she was helping to heal Asta, you know, playing a good backup role, so to speak. Every squad needs a support character, you know what I'm saying? So Asta really wasn't doing too much, more so just asking questions and just kind of gearing up for whatever's to come next. I mean, he can't be involved in everything, and sometimes I think he's overly involved. So when you got him playing like a role like what he was just doing in this episode, is not too bad. I don't want him always involved in everything, but it was still dope to see him. And again, Mimosa, I love me some Mimosa, best gal. Then the big crux of the episode that, like, yo, when we get episode 115, the final episode, which, from, if I'm not mistaken, the director came out and he hyped the living shit out of the next week's episode. It's going to be big. It's probably going to be as big, or if not close to at the very least, as the episode that we got where we got Asta and Yuno versus Lit. You know, that was a huge episode, because this one set it up where we got Yuno, and I'll be honest with you, it does feel a little bit like BS. I'm gonna keep it 1,000%. It does feel a little bit like BS, and y'all know I love Black Clover, so I'm just speaking straight like how I feel. Okay, because it's what, a 3-on-1 there. You got Raya, you got Patri, and you got Ron. How is Yuno keeping up when you just go back in time? Like, Patri was able to outdo Yami and able to outdo Julius, whatever you want to say, use dirty methods or whatever, but Patri was that dude. It feels as though the same thing that happened with like the Obito effect and Naruto happened with Patri here. And what I mean by that is, remember how Obito was amazing, strong, and all around just awesome before he took off the mask? And then after he took off the mask, that's when everybody hated him. Everybody was like, fam, just get him out of here. It's because you let Rin die. Shut up. Like, that's kind of what's kind of happening with Patri right here in terms of his strength at the very least. Because I would honestly say, like, yo, Patri should have been able to just one-on-one, you know, right there. And don't get me wrong, they did try to throw in a little line like, hey, he's, I think it was Raya that said he's powered up since the last time in his elf form and regular stuff. But, like, Yuno should not be taking on Patri, Raya, and Ron. I mean, Ron, whatever. We see him, we'll talk about that in a second. Ron, whatever. But Patri alone should have been able to take out Yuno. So the way it was played off and shit like that, I really wasn't digging it, because it felt as though it was like downplaying the shit out of Raya and Patri. But then we have the ultimate plot twist when Ron snatches the necklace off of Yuno's neck, which again, big foreshadowings of like, okay, there's something important about that necklace that's been around for a while. I love how Tabata be doing that shit. Like, yo, a necklace from the past that Asta got his ass whipped to save for, you know, and all this shit is turning out to be a major play in this latest arc, which I always said it with the manga, and I'll say it again with the anime. Totally feels like this is the final arc of the series. Of course, the manga does continue. The manga, we're already like 2 arcs removed from this. There's like a mini arc and then a big arc after that. So this isn't the end. Hopefully this isn't the end of the Black Clover anime, because if you think about it, with that teaser that the anime started with, it always felt like this would be, you know, because we're getting all these answers now, that this would be the end of the series. So hopefully not. But we get the plot twist that Ron is actually not who he was, or who he said he was, because Raya's like, yo, you lied to me, what's going on? And then Ron starts turning into something else, and episode end. Now, this is huge. This is one of the moments that almost every Black Clover manga reader has been dying for, been waiting anxiously to see the reveal of who Ron is. And again, I don't really want to spoil, but I will say that this is about to get epic. So some manga readers did say that they're not a big fan of this character. I freaking can't wait, and I know majority of fans are so freaking hyped for episode 9, or almost at 9:15. What is this? One Piece 115 next week. Again, it's going to be a big episode, the final episode of the year. But I gotta say, the plot twist in this one, where one of the 3 people, you know, key players of all this, is betraying the elves and shit like that. Crazy. Loved it all around. Episode 114, awesome. And I'm expecting 115 to be 10 times greater, because they're gonna put a lot into this. Here's what you guys think about this though. For anime onlys, who the hell do you think Ron is? What's going on there? Which fight you thought was the best one? Was Was it Fana versus Noelle? Mereoleona's fight? Fuegoleon's fight? Yuno versus the Yuno fight just doesn't make sense. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna cap on that. Like, Patri should have smoked him by himself. Like, I don't care. Like, Yuno ain't that damn special. He ain't that damn strong. Stronger than the Wizard King. And your overall thoughts and expectations for next week. Manga readers, how excited and hyped are you for Ron's true identity? It's gonna be good. I can't wait. That's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, okay, let me stop. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links, of course, I don't know why I'm singing, in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in.
Enjoy the next ride, but I was the best ride.